I mean, obviously we're pleased with the 1-0 win. Another shutout for our defense, which is a good thing. I thought especially in the second half, I thought we created a number of chances. Our finishing, we're still struggling to find it a little bit. So sometimes, you just got to take a game like this. But overall, I thought we were more dangerous. Overall, I thought a lot of their possession was in their deep end of the field. It was a possession that didn't concern us too much, and I thought we did a good job when they came forward. I thought we did a good job of contesting the ball, winning the ball in midfield, and being able to turn those into attacking sequences for us.
Were you tempted to pull Zach out with a minute to go? Probably not.
No. He's lucky because he plays defense. If it had been a forward, we might have done that, so he could have listened to the applause.
Well, what a nice effort, nice afternoon for him.
No, it's great. I mean, for his first MLS goal, and one of the original Sounder guys, and sometimes. People say this or that, but the thing is, he gives everything he has every time he steps on the field, and his energy level is great. He competes for everything, and he makes the guys around him compete.
Sigi, just for the psyche of the team, I know we're only in April, but coming off the 2 matches with no goals and a 2-week break now upon us, how big was this in the end?
It was great, because obviously when you're going into the break, you'd rather go into the break with a win underneath you as your last game, because you don't want to stew on your last result. It's like what Houston had to go through when they played here and then didn't have a game for a while. So from that aspect, it was important. It was good for us to get a goal again. Again, like I said, we had chances. Sammy Ochoa had 2 good chances, 2 good looks in the second half. Fredy Montero had a couple of good looks. A couple of free kicks that were close as well. In the first half, Evans' header off the set piece. So I thought we had some good looks, and eventually those things will start going in for us as well, as long as we continue to create them.
Coach, it looked like you're creating more chances after you scored, as opposed to being sitting. It was more of an attack.
Yeah, because obviously they sat pretty deep defensively, and so then after we scored, that forced them to come out a little bit. Opened up a little bit of spaces for us to attack into. And in games like this, these are games where we miss Mauro Rosales, and obviously not having Fernandez today as well, because those are the 2 guys that are sort of our playmaking type of players, and breaking down a defense that bunkers in is something that Mauro's very good at. And so for us, once we got the goal, then it forced them to come forward a little bit, and then the spaces were there for us to be able to attack.
Do you have a more unlikely candidate to score a winning goal than Zach Scott?
Michael Gushbernik. I think he'd be probably a little more unlikely. Zach's forward. He's one of the better headers of the ball, and we try and get good set pieces in. I thought Alex Kasky, who we gave a lot of responsibility to in his first game, not only was he out there in the field, but we said hit the corners for us. Hits a very good corner. He drives the ball very well, and it was just a well-timed run. So I'm very happy for Zach.
How do you assess Eddie Johnson's impact on the game?
I thought it was good. I thought Eddie, we got a good 60 minutes out of him, which is important because now we can start building that game fitness. I think his ability to, hold the ball. There were times where he was really close to breaking in. A little bit of that is going to take timing. A little bit of that is understanding his teammates as well. If he would have maybe had a couple of those chances late that Ochoa has when he's 90 minutes fit, I think Eddie's pace will allow him to finish those situations. I was pleased with what he did.
Around this time last year, you made a comment about Fredy Montero and how our scorers need to score. This year, it seems like he's got a little bit of a different game. Is that the same kind of concern, or do you just feel like it's going to come?
Well, he's ending up dropping deep a little bit for us, and part of that is because it's because Mauro's not on the field, so he's taking a little more of that playmaking onto his shoulders. There's times where I think he could save himself some punishment, by just getting rid of the ball maybe a step sooner. But, as a result of holding it, he ends up getting beat up a lot by the opponent. But he drew some fouls for us in dangerous situations, that set up free kicks for us that allowed us to be dangerous too. So overall, I think his impact on the game for us was a positive one. And, you know, his role ends up being a little bit different, especially without Flacco out there and without and without Morrow out there. You know, and the guys are still not sure how much is Caskey going to provide. And I think as he plays a little more, guys are going to understand that, hey, he can play make a little bit too and do some things, you know. And he had a good left-footed effort that if it doesn't get blocked, might be dangerous.
You put Estrada out on the right side. Can you talk about that decision and kind of what you thought of Kai's decision?
Well, we felt that he was ready to come. You know, we felt that David can play on the outside of midfield. That's where he played at the end of last season for us, and I thought he had an effective game out there. You know, there was about 15 minutes there where I thought he lost his impact a little bit, but then he found it again, and you know, was unlucky maybe not to get a goal. That got sort of deflected. He waited a little bit long on the shot, but you know, he can run the line. He helps us out there defensively, but he's also a guy who can get in at the back post and things, and that's something. Changing the point of attack, finding the runners at the deep post is something we got to get better at.
Anything else?
Thank you.